ZeroStack's intelligent cloud platform enables multi-tenant, hybrid cloud, and containerized environments with a future-ready architecture for enterprise DevOps and MSPs. This is the first in a series of 4 tutorials and takes you through a features and values overview of ZeroStack's intelligent cloud platform. The dashboard provides complete IT governance with centralized management of the distributed clustered solution, capable of multiple, geographically dispersed regions to serve worldwide enterprises and allow MSPs to scale. Administrators are provided region-wide health statistics coupled with resource utilization and monitoring for extensive insight into cluster viability. You gain quick at-a-glance telemetry information, real-time and historical, for the managed clusters. The Pulse window gives proactive notifications of cluster health, while you can obtain the knowledge of how users are managing resources within the planning, monitoring, and inventory windows. The planning section shows the cluster capacity for the storage pools and how they're being used. In this example, the spinning hard disks with replication pool has been 91% allocated, but only 5% is actually spun up and actively in use by applications and VMs. ZeroStack has machine learning AI built in, such that should the used portion increase above the threshold, the system would notify you that the current rate of consumption you might run out of that storage pool in, for example, 2 months, and you should look into expanding the cluster. This automation helps admins reduce the number of operational tasks and more accurately forecast capacity planning, saving both time and money by only deploying resources when they're needed with plenty of time and warning, while not overcommitting to resources when they aren't needed. The ZeroStack hybrid cloud is built on a resilient architecture with a self-healing distributed control plane for high availability and scale-out designs. Each region has a single cluster with a minimum of 4 physical nodes that each pool their resources for end-user consumption. Nodes can be added on the fly to expand resource pools, maximizing scalability and allowing administrators to proactively adapt to changing requirements as they grow the solution. Regions can further be broken down into assigned availability zones, with affinity rules applied to workflows to ensure the proper resources are being allocated and protected from single outages. From the UI, you can get granular stats of each host and perform maintenance as needed, like evacuating a host to other cluster nodes and adding disks to the chassis for expanding the software-defined storage layer. You are provided the smart disk health stats, so admins can see potential issues early and respond before they become bigger problems. You can also get a list of all VMs running on a particular host and manage them directly as needed. The timeline shows historical utilization records, host-level events, and defined metric violations that have occurred within a given period. The Infrastructure Network tab shows a list of cluster-wide subnets, including external networks used to assign floating IPs to individual VMs and application workflows for public access. The Storage tab reports the software-defined storage pools information and allows you to add external storage pools from an extensive list of pre-integrated enterprise storage arrays, as well as generic NFS mounts, for full flexibility in storage vendors, allowing you to use hardware you already have or to adapt as times and standards change. Business units offer a hierarchical organization and RBAC assignments, keeping admins and users in the allocated sections addressing security and compliance. Business units can be further organized into projects for complete user, network, storage, and application isolation, unless you want to share resources. Business units and projects offer complete self-service enablement for users to organize and deploy workloads within the defined quotas and compliance policies. Each project can have users launch their own VMs and applications, be they for development of new products or launching resources as a customer of an MSP. ZeroStack also allows the integration of external cloud services, like VMware vCenter and AWS, where users can import VM workloads from either location to keep costs to a minimum. With ZeroStack, enterprises can reduce their expensive VMware footprint and minimize the operational expenses of AWS, while having the flexibility to deploy resources in AWS when required to do so. Projects and business units allow for creation of as many networks as needed, both completely private for the project or shared to other projects and business units for collaborative development or service chaining. ZeroStack software-defined networking has the power of adding virtual routers, load balancers, QoS, and network monitors for full network functionality and control. Individual firewalls allow for granular connectivity and security by way of security groups. These can be assigned on a per VM basis for total control and enforcement of company policies. The ZeroStack solution allows the creation of custom images that, like the networks, can be shared or private. Import base ISOs or customize images with software and licensed products for easily repeatable deployments. Manage system volumes and snapshots for VMs and extend volumes as necessary for scaling services. Planning takes machine learning AI further in presenting resizing opportunities for workloads that are either underpowered or hogging resources, allowing users to identify gaps quickly and remedy with a single click of the mouse. This brings us to the ZeroStack App Store. This enables 10 times faster development cycles and reduced IT operational costs by offering customizable blueprints that empower users to self-serve application deployments for personalized workspaces. These templatized automated deployments allow developers and users to quickly gain access to their favorite tools. It comes pre-populated with the most popular workflows of enterprise developers and MSPs. And you can create your own, even with licensed products, to automate repeatability of the workflow deployments and enforce company policies. ZeroStack offers granular showback, chargeback, and billback per BU and per project so that you can accurately track cost usage. This feature allows customizable pricing per project in case of contract differences or interdepartmental P&Ls. Monitor the per resource, per hour costs just like a public cloud offering, giving insight to the heavy users, and identify the cost savings compared to running these workloads on different platforms to realize the true cost effectiveness of the ZeroStack solution.